Hi guys, it's Dom here from the Gimme Your Whole Year Wrestling podcast and Sounds Fair magazine. Just had an awesome chat with Impact Wrestling's Johnny Swinger, the Swing Man, about his career, about his resurgence in Impact Wrestling and loads more. So I hope you guys enjoy this. I'll see you again real soon. Johnny, mate, how are you today? How are you getting on, mate?
I'm awesome. Glad to be on, Dom. How you doing?
Mate, you're looking sharp. I'm loving the shades.
I always got to wear them. I can't see with them. I can't see without them.
Fair enough, man. Fair enough. Like I say, it gives you that air of mystery for sure. Absolutely.
Right.
Absolutely, man. I mean, dude, the first question I've got for you is you've had such an extensive career, been in every promotion. Obviously, you're back with Impact now after a great return, last few years, but coming, a lot of stuff to come with Impact and a lot of really exciting stuff. First question is, what have you learned about yourself from the very beginning of your career, way back when, doing the stuff in other promotions to this point? How have you changed and developed? What have you learned about yourself?
Well, I've held it all in for all these years. I think I should have let this out a long time ago, and I had a lot more success. I think I have more confidence at this point. Maybe that's from doing it for so long. I promised myself I'm going to have fun with it, and I think that was always if I had a negative on me, is I took it too seriously. And I got to remember why I started doing this, because I thought it would be fun, and I just want to have fun, and that's all I do now is have fun.
Absolutely, man. It does certainly look like you're having fun in the ring. Like I say, when you first came back, still to this day, getting involved in some great angles, which is fun. I guess, another question then to come from that is, storytelling is a big part of wrestling. You've told some great stories in your time, some funny segments, some more serious stuff. What's the greatest bit of fun you've had? I was going to say through your entire career, but obviously we're focusing on Impact today. What's been the most fun you've had with an angle since you came back?
Oh gosh, right off the bat, when I came in with they aired the videos, that reminded me of the 80s, when a wrestler would start. Before they'd actually have the match, they'd air the 3 or 4 weeks of promotional videos, and they just did an awesome job with Eric Tompkins and our production team. He's just fabulous. And I always tell him every time, he says, like, man, you made me with those videos before I even had a match. So they just got an awesome production team. It's really underrated. And then just doing the stuff with Willie Mack and the Mack and Pack connection, and having to go to Wrestlers Court, all that. I just enjoy doing all that. I'm having an absolute blast with it. And I go there every time. Can't wait to get there and see what I'm doing. That's a fun place to be.
Yeah, the Wrestlers Court stuff, man, that was bloody fantastic. It's hilarious. And you can see that, like, you're having a lot of fun on camera, which is fantastic. And that's one of the things I wanted to get you to speak on. Was I work with a lot of young people, a lot of people that look up to wrestlers, performers like yourself, and they think about success and what it means to them. And they think, I'm never going to be Johnny Swinger, whether I'm 21 or 50, and I'm never going to be there. And I guess my question to you is, how do you define success? And what does success mean to you as a person, but also as a wrestler, as a professional?
Well, yeah, good point. A lot of people look at just money as success, like how much money you have. And it's like, that's part of it, but it's not the whole thing. It's like, you got to be happy with what you're doing. And I've always been happy with being a wrestler, but this time around, it's different, that I've got to bust out of my shell and be, I guess, what I really wanted to be. Somebody gave me the opportunity to do that. And I'm enjoying the heck out of it. And it's just been so much fun, and I hope it continues. And I'm sorry it took so long. I wish I could have busted out this personality years ago. I had it inside of me. I guess I was just too busy, wrapped up in being a serious competitor out there. And you can still be a serious wrestler in the ring, but have some color and some flash and personality, and just stand out from everybody else. I think that's the key thing, is I finally found my niche in wrestling, where I can be in the middle of all this incredible talent, and half my age, by the way, and still stand out and be productive.
Absolutely. And I think it'd be important to, we do a lot of excuse me, I got cough as well. We talk a lot about young people. We work with a lot of young people, but what about people that are older as well? You came back, you've had such a great career in the ring, and you look like $1 million, you look like £1 million, mate. You look amazing. Talk to me about the process you go through when you're preparing for a match, your fitness, what you do mentally to prepare yourself and psych yourself up, because every time you step in the ring, like I say, through your career, and especially more recently since you returned, you're looking awesome. You like I say, you look like you're really having a great time. So what goes into that mentally? How do you prepare yourself? Because we could inspire some older people as well to get back into careers that they love.
Oh, for sure. It's just, I think it's just so many years of doing it. I've gotten comfortable with a lot of things in the process and all that. And just training my physique was always my MO all the way back to day one. I was never going to be Andre the Giant, you know what I mean? But I felt that I was big enough, but I had to do my part to maintain that look. So I go to the gym every day. I always watch right. That's always since day one. That was the thing I had control over. So I stayed in control of it all the way to this day. I always train. I always keep myself in top shape so that I'm always ready to go for whatever kind of match I got. Sometimes it's a 2-minute match. Sometimes it's 14. So you gotta always be in shape. And that's always been I got the allergies down here in Georgia. It's killing me. That's why I got this cough. But yeah, I always paid a lot of attention to my look and my gear that I wore, the colors, all that stuff.
Absolutely, mate. Absolutely. And I mean, with that, with that sort of character in mind, and you got, goals for the future, because again, there's still a lot more for you to do. I'm assuming, we've got Rebellion coming up. We've got lots of things coming up. What goals, what have you got left to achieve? Like, as someone that's been around the world, that's been through various promotions, what is it that you've got left to do?
Well, actually, recently we've had a lot of AEW stars coming through Impact, and actually some new stars have been signed. So I see like a nice stream of talent coming in that I'd like to work with, get a chance to work with in the ring and then behind the scenes on the segments and stuff like that. And some of our people are moving on to other companies. So it's a pretty neat place to be. I think it's perfect for me to stay. I have no intentions of leaving unless they want to get rid of me. I really enjoy my time. I'm enjoying it there more than I ever have anywhere else in all the years I've been doing it. So I'm just really having a good time with it, and excited to be part of the growth. I really think we're going to explode here. We're moving in the right direction. A lot of the interest is going up. So I'm just glad to be part of it.
Absolutely, mate. And I think that's one of the key things. Obviously, you've got the forbidden door there in AEW. You've been through part of a lot of angles, been through a lot of history in wrestling. How do you feel about this? Because it is kind of revolutionary. You've got Impact linking up, with other promotions, and there's not many other people willing to do that, willing to open up that door. So as a kind of ambassador for Impact Wrestling, someone that's seen it all, done it all, how do you feel about the forbidden door being open now?
I think it really adds to the excitement for the fans because they never know who's going to show up on TV. And I think that was part of the big boom in the late 90s with Nitro and Raw. Scott Hall shows up on Nitro, and geez, how does that happen? So I think we're kind of getting to that point again where you got to watch the show to see what's going to happen, because I go there and I have no idea what's going to happen until it happens, and I'm on the thing. So from the fans' point of view, I think it's a great, it keeps them on their toes. And man, you can't miss the show because you might miss too much and not know what's going on.
Absolutely. And what about outside of the wrestling ring? Because obviously, what is it that inspires you and motivates you on your days off? Your music, movies, people, places. What is it that drives you to relax, if there is such a thing for Johnny Swinger?
Oh man, honestly, to tell you the truth, I just had this talk with my wife, and she's like, "You got to do something," because everything revolves around the workout and eating my meals. And okay, this is where I'm at this Friday and Saturday, and then next weekend it's all work for me. But I enjoy it. That's my fun thing, and I don't have a lot of hobbies, because to me this is the hobby. I'm lucky enough that I get, my hobby's a job too. So I just really enjoy being immersed in that, and I go online to keep up with what's going on, in the other companies, and I just really that's where it's at for me. I'm not a hunter, a fisherman. I don't play golf. I don't race cars. I don't collect them. This is it for me. That's what it's always been. And it could be a fault, but it's what I do. It's how I roll, right? So like they say.
Absolutely, man. It's the love. And that's one of the things I wanted to ask you before we finish off is, what have you got a message for the fans that have supported you through your career, whatever promotion it's been in, obviously seeing you in Impact, seeing you be part of this revolution for Impact now, resurgence, and a lot of people are showing love for Impact. A lot of people are showing love for you being back there now. What message have you got for your fans and people people that have supported you through your career?
Well, like I said, I started as a fan, so I know what it's like to be a fan, and I'm unbelievably gracious that they would follow me this long and know my history, because I put a lot of work into it, and it's great to hear that people are happy with what I'm doing, and I hope they just keep supporting, because we're going to keep it going, and I'm going to do my best, do everything I can to whatever I can do for the new young talent. They need any advice, I'm right there, and if I can help out in any way, I really enjoy the business, and I want to continue to be a part of it. And we couldn't do it without the fans, especially in times like this where we can only get them online and on TV and can't come in person. So I think this proves that they stick with us no matter what, and I appreciate it, and I know all the boys and girls of Impact appreciate it.
Absolutely, absolutely. Just squeezing one in there before we finish as well. What would you like your legacy to be? Because again, you've done so much, and I'm not saying you're winding down, because I know there's a lot more to come. But what would you like your legacy to be? Because obviously you've been a fun-loving performer, you've been a serious performer. You're now laying it all out on the line in Impact as a bit of an ambassador for supporting young talent. How would you like to be remembered? What would you like your legacy to be?
Just like what I wanted to be when I was a kid. I wanted to be a pro wrestler. Keyword there being pro. Conduct yourself like as a professional. I always prided myself on that. I didn't skip shows. I wasn't late. I didn't go out partying the night before, not make the show. I took it serious to that point, and I think if I'm remembered for anything, it was that I was reliable, and I was willing to do whatever was best for business, and that's what I'll continue to do going into the future. And I hope it's we can keep rolling with this thing, make it bigger than it is now.
Absolutely, mate. Absolutely. And we're in the UK. You've done some European traveling before. You've been, again, wrestling around the world. Any great memories in Europe or the UK that you'd kind of like to recreate when we get out of this pandemic? Hopefully you'll be able to come back on a tour in the UK.
Oh, gosh, I love going to Europe because they were always extended tours. So that was my chance to kind of see the world a little bit and do what I love to do and get paid for it. So what an unbelievable opportunity. I was over there in 2003. I was there in the late 90s also. Always had a good time throughout going to Ireland and England and Germany and all those great countries, and getting to experience it firsthand, be it a different culture and eating the food and all that stuff is cool. I can't wait to get back and doing that kind of travel again and seeing the world again.
Absolutely, mate. Can't wait to see you as well. We have Rebellion coming up on Fight here in the UK, April 26th. Obviously there's a lot of stuff coming up, a lot of exciting stuff coming up in Impact Wrestling. What is there anything you'd like to promote before we finish? Obviously, you got your social media. Anything you got coming up that you want to plug?
Yeah, we got some great stuff coming up just on Impact on Access TV. I got the Swingers Palace is going hot and heavy. We got some couple of pretty heavy hitters coming up there on soon. I don't want to spoil it right now, but you guys keep watching. You're gonna be pretty excited. We got some good stuff coming up. Unbelievable world title match on Rebellion with Rich Swann taking on Kenny Omega. We're going to find out who the real world champion is. Doesn't happen very often, but it's happening at Rebellion. So make sure you don't miss it. And then all the TV shows that lead up to it are going to be pretty exciting.
Fantastic. Thank you so much for your time today, Johnny. I can't wait to see you back in the UK. I'm going to have a lot of fun.
Sir.
Awesome.
Thank you, Dom.